Hello everyone, Gifted Soul here back for another video. In this video, I am doing an unboxing of the Sacred Forest Oracle deck by Denise Linn. So this is a 52 card deck with a guidebook included. And the back of the box reads, expand your consciousness and chart your own course through the vast mysteries and wonders of the sacred forest. Each of the 52 cards in this oracle deck is a special key that opens an energy portal into the mystical inner realm. The cards tap into natural forces and your own inner knowledge to shed light on long sought answers to your most profound questions. It looks like it also comes with a 53 free auto download of guided meditations to connect with the vibrational energy of the sacred forest. And I'm guessing that's for each card plus maybe an extra one since it says 53 and this card deck is 52. So this deck retails for $22.99 in the US and $29.99 in Canada. I purchased my deck off of eBay. I placed a bid and I won the auction. Now, I was not planning on getting an oracle deck right now, but I have been looking for this deck, and this, for whatever reason, on Amazon and Hay House, this deck is not always available. It seems to always have been out of stock every time I would look it up, except for when it first was released. So I took a chance and found this again on eBay, brand new and sealed. I took the plastic off of it earlier. That is all that I did. And yeah, I have not looked at the cards or anything yet, or even opened the box, just literally only took off the plastic. Okay, so there we go. All right, so in the inside of the box, it says, enter a secret dimension to discover the truth of your soul. So that's pretty cool. I love when decks come with a message on the lid of the box, because what I feel like you can do is you can charge your cards or cleanse your cards that way by setting the cards, you know, on the inside of the box. It kind of prays over your deck or charges it, whatever you want to call it. It is a hardcover sturdy box as usual, and it is Hay House. But yeah, I do recommend, if possible, that you scoop this deck up, because again, this was a deck that seems to not always be available to get. So I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but definitely this might be a deck that may go out of print at some point. So I would definitely, if you can find it for a decent price, take advantage of it. Okay, so we're going to take a peek at the guidebook first. And what I'm noticing right away is that there are no reproductions of the cards. So there are no black and white photos. It's just the name of the card, the number, information. It looks like each card may have like a little in-depth synopsis, not just like a meaning, but it looks like it comes with maybe even, I guess you can call it a story. I don't know if I would call it that or not. For example, the blueberry, don't know why I wanted to say blueberry. The Bluebell Fairy Gratitude card here. It says the early morning forest is shrouded in low lying mist. As you step into the meadow, you glimpse heavily blue flowers seeming to float above the mist. Their deep cool draws you closer. Each bell-shaped blossom bows down on its stem and as if in prayer, humility, or gratitude. So I guess you can call it a story. I don't know another word for it right now. But yeah, so from my from what I see here, it looks like all of the cards are going to be numbered. You're going to have the name of the fairy here and then a keyword there, which is going to make the deck easier to use, especially if you are a beginner. So that, well, let's see what else is in the guidebook. Obviously, you're going to get some information about Denise Linn, about the artist as well. I'm trying to see if there's any spreads. So you do have some spreads. You have a 1-year spread here. And you have 4 direction spread, which is 4 cards. The Tree of Life, which is, looks like 9 cards. And then you have a 5 card spread here, 3 card spread, and yeah, a lot of information. Although with the keywords, I kind of feel like I'm not going to use this guidebook much, just because there is a word for me to go off of, and the imagery is enough to gain intuitive hits and downloads just by looking at those alone. So I'm probably not going to need it. It is table of contents, and it's also, again, numbered and alphabetical order. And here you have more card decks and products created by Denise Linn. I do have her Gateway Oracle, Native Spirit Oracle, Sacred Traveler, and Sacred Destiny. So pretty much I have all of her cards except the Soul Coaching Oracle cards. Those are the only ones so far that I do not have, and I do plan on getting those at some point this year as well. So the back just has a picture of Denise Linn and the same information that was on the back of the box for the most part. So that is your guidebook. Very useful, especially if you want to know more information about why the fairies have certain names or things like that. So in this box here, the other side has nothing, but it has like, that's pretty cool. Okay. But yeah, this was new and sealed. So yeah, definitely new since it has this still around it. I did get it from eBay, so I was worried that it would kind of either be used or, you know, not listed as it is in the description. But it was well packaged also, so I definitely appreciate the seller. So the cards are matte feeling. They feel like her other, one of her other decks, which is the Sacred Destiny, and then also these feel like kind of like her Sacred Traveler's Oracle. The Sacred Traveler Oracle deck is a whole lot thicker, which is why I don't use it much. I love the deck in itself, but the shuffling, the fact that it's so thick, it's hard to use, so I don't reach for that one much because of that. But yeah, so it looks like we have like a unicorn here with wings, and you have, that looks like a female there, and I guess that would be a fairy. So cool backing. But yeah, the main reason I went on ahead and got this was because it was going so fast. Like every time they had it back in stock, it would go out of stock again. I don't know if that was just my experience or maybe I didn't know what I was doing, but I'm pretty sure that yeah, that's the problem, that was the issue there. So we have, again, the numbers here are at the bottom. Is that for all of the cards? Yeah, so it looks like you have the cards in the bottom center here. You have the name of the fairy, I guess you can say, and then you have the keyword here. And again, the keywords are going to make this deck extra simple to use. So do not feel like you cannot get this deck because it says air spirit or because it says ancient oak spirit, because there is a keyword underneath it. And if all else fails, you want even more messages, even more guidance, you can turn to the guidebook. But yeah, and it looks like you can even kind of get like some astrological, wow, astrological, trying to talk too fast, hits from this as well, because I think, I'm not sure if it has all of the, they're in alphabetical order, so you're not going to see all of the elements right away, but I believe there's also water and fire and earth spirit as well from the research I have done prior to getting this deck. So yeah. Air spirit knowledge. Ooh. Wow. Ancient oak spirit strength. And notice how this deck really goes well with my tapestry. Yeah, I may put the link to the website that I got the tapestry from, if I can remember to after the video, but yeah. Aspen spirit, courage. So yeah, I'm really gonna be focused on the keyword and the imagery, not really the, you know, name of the fairy, or the title that's at the top of the card here. However, in some cards, it depends. Intuitively, you get different messages each time. So I may be focused on this one day, and then next I'll just be focused on this, and then, or these two together, or the number, just whatever spirit leads me to, whatever they guide me to pick up on at the time of a reading. So we have bear spirits, which is healing. Oh wow, these are very pretty. And I have seen some of these online before in some reviews and stuff like that. But I feel like they're not doing it justice. These are gorgeous in person. Like, I hope that this video is gathering this, especially the fact that I'm doing this at night. But yeah, Crystal Cave Trust. And that looks like that's an amethyst crystal point right there. We have Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. Dragon Power. Wow, these are breathtaking. Change. Earth Spirit. Stability. I couldn't see that from back there for a second. I'm not looking into the camera. I'm looking at the card itself, which maybe that's why I'm getting confused. So, Enchanted Fern Grotto. Fire Spirit. Energy. Foggy Bog Patience. And there are no borders. So, which we can tell that from the back, but you know. So if you are somebody that easily gets distracted from borders, or you can't stand them, this is a perfect deck to get into. Borders don't bother me like that, guys. I'm not a border fanatic or I'm not the border police. I really don't get distracted by borders like that. I don't think I ever have. I've always been able to kind of block it out. I never really have found where it has bothered me that much, so, or even at all. Maple Spirit, and we have Generosity. Okay, so it looks like maybe in some of them they're not in the center. Most of the numbers from what I've seen are in the bottom center, but it looks like some are on the left hand side, and there may be some on the right hand side as well once we move more into or further down into the deck. So we have Mendering Pathway Flow, Moonlight Enchantment Magic, Mystic Meadow Sanctuary, Owl Spirits Wisdom. I would imagine that these will shuffle pretty well. All right, so we have Pegasus Transcending, and I believe that's the back of the card. Yeah. Phoenix Transmutation, Pine Spirit Purification. That's gorgeous. Yeah, I've had to squint a little bit to see what that said up there, but I think it's just my eyes right now. Rainbow Waterfall Miracles. Wow. Raven Spirit Truth. Reflecting Pool Stillness. Secret Spring Success. Spirit Guardian of Autumn. So it looks like you could even get maybe possible time frames and stuff out of this as well. A lot of intuitive messages, just even not just with the images but the words alone. Spirit Guardian of Spring, Spirit Guardian of Summer, Spirit Guardian of Winter. Wow. Whoa. This is... Whoo! I am happy that I got this deck. I did not know it was going to be... From what I have seen, because I have never watched a full video of it. Maybe I have, but I can't remember the cards or all of the cards. If I have. And so just getting these in person and looking through all of the cards, it's like this deck is a lot better in person. Stag Spirit. Leadership. We have Standing Stones Passage. Starry Night Acceptance. Number 41. Storm Spirit Chaos. And you know what? I feel like this would actually work well with the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. I don't know why, but that to me would be an awesome pairing whenever I find it. It is amongst all of my decks somewhere. It's not lost. It's just packed up somewhere and I don't know where I put it. Well, technically that's lost, but you know what I mean. Thicket of Thorns, Uncertainty. And I feel like there's a deck that I want to get, a tarot deck that I want to get that's going to maybe go good with this. And that is at least to me, I feel like it would go well with it. That is the Star Child Akashic Tarot. I've seen it for a good price somewhere for auction, and I'm hoping that I win it. It's too early to tell if I'm going to win it or not, but if I do get that deck, I will be using it with this, or seeing if it works well with this. So Wild Rose Fairy Love, and I think we can go ahead and do a card pull as well. We have Willow Spirit Flexibility. Wise Woman of the Grove, Grace. Wizard of the Woods, Focus. Oh, and also this might work well with the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed as well. Giving me those vibes. Wolf Spirit Family. And the last card is Wood Nymph Beauty. I was about to say booty, but yeah. So wow, that is this. Wow, just wow. Like I literally can't find any other word to describe this, because I was really thinking, okay, I just purchased another deck and there's a huge chance that I'm probably not going to like this deck. And the thing is, I really don't complain much with decks. Like, there's hardly any deck that I have seen that I have not wanted. Now, there are a couple, but it's not very many. Okay, so this shuffles very well. I'm not in the best position to show you guys that, but it does shuffle very nicely. It's matte. It's got an ASMR type of feel to it. So if you're into doing those type of videos, or if you're into ASMR, if shuffling makes you feel comfortable and happy and relaxed, this is definitely a perfect deck to shuffle or to fulfill that need. So what I'm going to do is, I almost just dropped all of these cards, but what I'm going to do is get us a card pool here for the collective. And yeah, Timeless. Now, as far as like the shuffling, the riffle shuffling, it may be, I guess I think it's because I'm doing it on my leg. So yeah, that's probably what it was. But do be careful with that. So, okay. So that was a truck or something going by. Anyway, So I have not flipped this message over yet, and what I'm going to do is give you my intuitive hits maybe first, and then get the message from the guidebook just to see more of what to expect with the guidebook. The Wizard of the Woods, focus. So I feel like this is about, and the number is 50, and the number 5 indicates change. I feel like in order for your path to change according to the way that you are looking for, according to the success that you have had in mind, you do need to kind of stay focused on your current path and stay committed to the goal. I feel like some of you may be trying to give up a little too soon, or maybe you're looking at the wrong details. You're not looking at the main thing that's going to help you move forward. So you need to shift your focus to whatever that may be. Yeah. And because of that, big positive changes are on the way once you take that action step. So now I've dropped the guidebook somehow on the floor. So give me 1 second to pick that up. There will be a jump cut. Okay, so the guidebook reads, a wisp of smoke rises out of the glade, and in an instant the smoke transforms into a wizard. This long gray beard reaches halfway down his chest, and his iridescent shimmering robe constantly changes from various hues of green, deep emerald to light spring green to the bright color of grass in the summertime. He leans toward you, lowers his voice, and says, your wish is my command. However, you must be very clear and focused on what you truly desire. There is true magic in the world. However, to experience it, you must be able to direct your attention in the direction of your dreams. Thoughts are things, and as you focus your thoughts toward the good, you will attract more positive experiences and loving people into your life. If you direct your thoughts toward that which isn't working, you will create even more challenging situations. If you are pleased with the direction you are going, concentrate on what you desire, not what you don't want. So this is also about focusing on a better path instead of focusing on the negative, dwelling on the negative parts of it. Focusing only on the positive and only on positive outcomes. So it looks like this is about the law of attraction also. So it says to develop inner power, gather your energy and focus intently on one thing. Also diminish activities that aren't essential to this goal, and it will be just a matter of time until miracles begin to unfold. The spirit of the Wizard of the Woods says, put your attention on what's worthwhile, loving, and beautiful. That's what will manifest in your life. What you focus on is what you create. This is the time to choose just one thing to focus on rather than a slew of things, and watch miracles abound. So that is what that says for Wizards of the Woods focus card. I do feel like that was a very great message, and again, the intuitive message along with it. Yeah, a lot of different ways to work with this deck, and again, I do feel like this deck is one of those decks that's going to pair well with a lot of decks, a lot of other oracle decks, and a lot of other even tarot decks as well. So that is what I have for you. Again, this is my unboxing and review of the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Linn. It is a 52 card deck that comes with a guidebook. Again, great for beginners and just anyone, regardless of your experience level. I do recommend this deck from what I am seeing so far. So definitely, if you can find it, pick it up, especially if it's not expensive. Now, I haven't found it for a bad price. I just have barely been able to find the deck in general. So, yeah. So I wish you guys love and light. And if you would like to see more from me in terms of unboxings and deck reviews and stuff like that, let me know in the comments what deck you want to maybe see me review or purchase next. Yeah, so please leave a like, subscribe. If you are new, I'd really appreciate it. Again, leave a comment. I would love to interact with you guys. Let me know if you have this deck. If you don't, is it a deck that you would consider purchasing down the line? How do you feel about it? Again, right now I'm very pleased with it. And that doesn't mean, like, if you do not see me using this deck much on my channel or in any type of reading, that does not mean I don't like it. Again, I just have a lot of decks and I can't work with them all the time. So, but for the most part, I do plan on, you know, using this, especially, you know, at the beginning, or at least the first couple of days of me having it. I'm going to be working with it a lot, but yeah. And this will go great with her Sacred Destiny Oracle as well. I feel they both kind of have the same vibe to me. There's differences obviously, but they're kind of the same to me also. So yeah, that again is my review and unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment down below if you like the book private readings. Send donations, purchase something for me off my Amazon wish list, follow me on Instagram or anything of the sort. Everything is going to be linked in the description box below. Take care, everyone. Be safe and love and light.